What up, you good people of the internet? I hope you're doing marvelously well. Welcome. This is our first video, and I'm really happy making this video for you. So, in our today's video, we are going to look at the beginner FL Studio beat making process, and we are going to learn the FL Studio interface and some functionalities in FL Studio and how to make a beat in FL Studio. So by the end of this video, you should be able to make your own beat. So without further ado, let's dive into FL. So when you open Fruit Loops for the first time, this is what welcomes you. And looking at it, there are many things, right? And it looks complex. But don't worry, I'm going to break each and everything down for you until you're good to make your own beat. So there's nothing complicated here. It's just some stuff that you need to learn here and there. Pretty much easy. So I like to begin my beats on an empty slate. So let's open an empty template here in FL. And how do we do that? First, we navigate to files, file, new from template, minimal, and then we go to empty. Click empty, and boom, you're done. It's an empty template. The next thing that you need to do is to set your BPM right. So what is the BPM? The BPM is actually the beat per minute, also called the tempo. It tells us how fast a song should be. When you increase the BPM, the song will be faster. When you reduce the BPM, the song is going to be slow. So watch what happens. When I increased, the beat went faster. Actually, the BPM is found on the top part of FL Studio. And now I'm going to reduce, watch what happens, and listen to the metronome. Yes, the song or the metronome becomes slow. For you to toggle on and off the metronome, you just click on this button here. When you click and it's red, is that red? I'm colorblind. Yeah. So red, maroon, whatever. That means the metronome is on. When you click on it and it's gray, that means the metronome is off. So let's turn it on. Yeah, there. The metronome is on. We set our BPM at 98. The next thing that we need to learn are the various functionalities in FL Studio so that we can be guided. And first, looking at this transport bar here, you have the play and stop, very important. And here we have the record button where you can record audio into Edson editor. You can record audio into the playlist. You can record noise and automation, everything. Or yeah, that's where you do most of the recording. This part here is divided into two. The first one is the pattern mode, and the second one is the song mode. You can change from one mode to the other by simply clicking on one of these. So when you click on or when you toggle on the pattern mode, you're going to see that it changes to this here. We call this the channel rack. So most of the plays are going to happen on the channel rack. When you take it to the song mode, you'll need the playlist. So what is the playlist? This is the playlist. Where is it? The playlist. There it is. So this is the playlist. And when I change it to the pattern mode, you'll see that there's this green transport thing that disappears. Watch. Yeah. So the playlist takes us to the song mode. After we've done our song arrangement, we can now use the playlist. So for this tutorial, we are not going to use the playlist. But as we proceed in the next parts of this video, because this is part one of this video, we're going to look at the playlist. So for you not to miss on the next video, my dear viewer, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can catch us in the next episode. So we toggle the playlist on and off here. The playlist, after the playlist, we have the piano roll. The piano roll is basically where all notes are going to be played here. And then apart from the piano roll, we have the channel rack. The channel rack is where we are going to put our plugins, sound kits, and everything there. So anything that you bring on for you to play, it is going to be displayed on the channel rack. And we're going to see how we're going to add instruments and plugins into the channel rack. And then we have the mixer. We're going to see the functionality of the mixer by the end of this video. We're going to add plugins and effect some of the things that we're going to add into the channel rack and the song that we're going to make here on this mixer. FL Studio 25 by default comes with 16 mixer tracks, but you can add just in case you need by simply clicking the add button. Yeah, very many. And then apart from the mixer, we have the browser. Yes, this is the browser here where we're going to select our sound kits from. So without further ado, let us select some sound kit and make a beat. So I'm going to sound pack here and then get a kick. Yes, and this is the kick we're going to use today. And to take this kick to the channel rack, we simply click, drag, and drop, and boom, there it is in display there. Yeah, we also need a snare. Let's get a snare from here. Yeah, that one. This one is going to serve as well. Nice. So let us make a beat. You just come to the time sequencer here and you make your beat. The time sequencer is divided into 4. When you look at it, it has 4 gray buttons and another 4 is this maroon or red buttons. Yeah, that simply tells us that we're in the time signature of 4/4. So as it plays, yeah, and you want our groove to be dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that way. Yeah. So this one tells us we place our snare there. So then go for another sequence, repeat the same pattern. Yeah. We can decide to copy this so that we can elongate it. Come to piano roll and they'll be displayed there. So for us to copy this with ease, you press on your control in your PC, click there, select them all, and then go back, control B, control B, what's happening? Okay, control copy, control B. Yeah, there we are. That is control B, and boom, it goes there. On the snare, you repeat the same thing. Click, drag and select them, control B, and there you are. You've copied the groove. Let's listen to it now. Yeah, from the top. Nice. Yes, we can add some hi-hats. Yes, some hi-hats. So let's do that. Yes, and let's keep it simple. Just add some 2 steps hi-hat. Yeah, then reduce the volume. You feel the groove? Now, let's do some hi-hats rolls. Come to piano roll, then maneuver. Come to piano roll and maneuver to where you want to put your roll. Elongate that particular note, select it, and then alternate U, and boom, you have your roll there. Hit play. Nice. Let's play with the velocity of these rolls. Yes, this is the velocity. You can play with the velocity like that. we can also add another roll here. Just a few and see how this goes. You can play with the time. See? Nice. Yeah. So let's switch off the metronome, and there we have our groove. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So from there, what do we do next? Let's add a plugin, some piano, some chords, and give it that vibe. And come to the add button here on our channel rack. Then we use Morphine for today. Morphine is a stock plugin and it has very good sounds. I like it personally. Get some keyboard here, and navigating F keys, FG. I'm going to use my MIDI keyboard to layer some chords. If you do not have a MIDI keyboard, you can just arrange the chords by going to the piano roll, and then you create a chord or a sound. Yeah, just placing the notes there. Just like that. So let's get a good progression that goes with the groove, and then we record it. It's fire. That's fire. So let's record this one. How do we record MIDI into FL Studio? You hit your record button and then say record note and automation, like that. But before you do that, make sure you've toggled on the pre-count. What does the pre-count do? The pre-count, what it actually does is give you that, it acts as a sign for you to get in. So like 1, 2, 3, hey, you get it. Yeah. So make sure that one is there, and then hit your record note and automation. Hit play. Oh no, let's start. Yeah, there we are. We'll need to quantize this and arrange them into time because my MIDI keyboard is not into, it has some lagging. I'll show you how to remove that one in the videos to come. So how do we quantize? To quantize these notes and make sure that they play into time, we first of all select all of them by hitting Control A, select everything and Control Q, and then they are all aligned. You realize that some notes are forward, others are behind. You just click and drag and pull them and make sure that they're in time. We need this one to start at the beginning of the beat. There. This one we need you here. Here. This fire, man. Amazing, amazing. Hey, and I'm a distant air, and I'm in the negative air. Every time I'm this air. Yeah. This vibe, man, is killer. Amazing, 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 amazing instrument. Yeah. So let's clean this up. Elongate this. Nice. Actually, we've created our first pattern and instrumental. So There we go. Do you love the vibes? Put it down in the comment section if you feel you're feeling this vibe, and tell me which song has this chord progression, which song shares a groove similar to this one. I'll be more than pleased to go through your comments and see how we're getting along. Hey. So the next thing that we're going to do now is we're going to take this piano and take it to the mixer channel so that we can effect it and make it sound clean and nice. So how do we do that? First, we come through this part of this channel of the piano and then route it to any mixer channel. Can put it through number 1, yes, and then you'll see that it plays through number 1 there, and then we're going to add equalizer because I can feel that the piano has a lot of low end and I do not want a lot of that. So let's add a parametric EQ. This is also a stock plugin from Fruit Loops. Works pretty much amazing. Good stuff. Yeah. So at first, nice. Oh, fire. My dear viewers, we're making a fire track. Yeah. And I don't want to lose this project. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to save this project and I'll save it under the name FL Studio Beginner Tutorial. And I wish that you will follow up in the next episodes so that we can make this beat together. We can arrange a song using this beat, record a song inside AFL Studio, and inshallah, we make a fire track together. See you in the next episode. Thank you.